Hello guys and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. As you can tell from the cycle, I've let this map running for about 100 cycles off the record, so the tubes can finish some of the construction errands and also clean up the base a little further. And in the meantime, some things were happening. I'm just gonna go through them right now. As you can see, in one of the last episodes, we placed two little slickster stables over here, and at the beginning we only had access to long hair slicksters, not the regular ones you see here right now. And that's because we were lucky here. Some of the long hair slicksters actually produced an egg for regular slicksters before they eventually died. So quite lucky here. As you can tell, there's some automation missing. We have too many critters in these rooms. We'll have to take care of that later. And what also happened in the meantime is I had to do a few adaptations to the petroleum boiler, as you can see here. First one, that is a very common mistake I always do. I place the temp shift plates right next to the insulated tiles, so actually heat transfer can happen between those, as you can see here. And yeah, to prevent that from happening, I mostly did like double walling, as you can see here. I also did that on different places, for instance here. So just to make sure that we don't have heat transfer out of this section. Then I had to create an entry, and that is because some things were happening over here as always. Also some of the last pipes were breaking because the crude oil inside here was turning into petroleum too soon before it actually left the vent. So I had to replace those liquid pipes with insulated pipes, as you can see here. So that stopped breaking the pipes. And then one last thing I discovered is that the volcano wasn't providing enough heat even during eruption periods. As you can tell already, we have 400 something degrees down here, and also most of the heat has been taken from the igneous rock piles here, so there's no heat left to actually feed the system. And that left me with quite a few options to provide some extra heat sources to the petroleum boiler. I eventually decided to connect the natural gas generator room with the oil reservoir, so I can actually preheat the oil before it is transported into or fed into this petroleum boiler. The temperature has risen by about 10 to 12 degrees, considering that that's quite a huge reservoir here. That's, I think, a good result. And also what I have noticed is that the petroleum at the bottom of this petroleum boiler is very hot, 180 degrees, and that is probably because we have heat transfer going on between those insulated tiles and the temp shift plates. Because of the layout, I was unable to fix that for now. I might have to move the boiler in the future to fix that. I instead decided to just pump the hot petroleum again through this crude oil reservoir, so it will lose temperature when it leaves this reservoir. So it's pretty much the same result. Maybe not perfect or intended in any way, but it will do the job. And then, because you can tell already, there's a lot of petroleum backing up in this petroleum boiler, I've decided to generate some power from it. I placed, how many are these? 10 petroleum generators down here right above the slickster farm, and also make use of the polluted water they provide. I'm just bringing that back up in here to the fertilizer. And we already got a decent amount, 8.2 tons from the fertilizer there, which is a good result so far. And that's pretty much all I did during the last 100 cycles. So let's jump to the most important tasks for now, and that is still the rocketry. As you can tell from one of the last episodes, we never had enough range to actually perform a trip to Hydribu, where we can get access to some graphite, or even to this little asteroid field. No, I think it's the wrong one. There was one asteroid field I discovered that had some graphite. Just checking on where that was. Or was I wrong there? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's my mistake here. We do have Fullerene here, which is even better than graphite because that's already refined further towards supercoolant. So to actually have a trip here, we need a rocket of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 range, and if we want to return, of course, that would be 18 tiles. And the only thing, yeah, I can think of to achieve that range at the moment is the Radbolt engine. So I'm gonna try to build a few of those. Let's see if they provide some further range. I don't know actually. They do, and the plan is to collect the radiation from this crashed satellite down here, use the Radbolt generator and shoot it up here and reflect it to the right then afterwards. Let's see where the input is. When the saving procedure has been finished, of course, now we can click the button. I think it's the Radbolt reflector, yeah. And we would need to place that here. That's of course not going to happen because there's one solar panel in the way. Okay, we have heavy conductive wire from aluminum going through here. That's maybe not so smart. Let's replace that with iron so the hot rocket exhaust won't melt the conductive wires there. Okay, back to the Radbolt reflector. And the green tile over here, yeah. Okay, we need some... oh yeah. Okay, then we do this the old school way. Will the reflector also provide power or need power? No, it doesn't actually. Then we can further pile up this rocket. What we would need... this tile is probably blocking some space. We will need the Spacefarer module. Okay, we can turn that to the right now and enable this building against priority 6. And set this up to a little higher, 100 Radbolts. So that way we will shoot heavier loads, but the chances of actually hitting a tube accidentally when they are crossing here is reduced. Ventilates. Gonna take this seed here. Also, one of our long-term goals will be to move the core base to over here. That's gonna be closer to the rockets and also very much in the center of the map. Also, I'm quite annoyed by still having little stress problems. Probably gonna go for a decore bomb or anything, but that's at least not for this episode. Then we need... I think we need a nose cone as well. Do we need to finish building the... So first, what happened here? Okay, we can... that's probably because we had a carbon engine set up there some time ago. picture here how many red balls are collected there. And how many can we store? 4,000. Oh Jesus. We're gonna need more red balls very soon. Base nose cone. And also base nose cone here. How can we... Yeah, I think the plan is clear. We're gonna build a few more of those red ball generators in a row. They consume a lot of energy, I think. Is it 240 watts? No, it's even 480 watts. I think you can place them in a row. Hopefully when we shoot up we don't just hit the other red ball generator, but it will go through it. But we'll see. Yeah, you're gonna shoot up, that's correct. You're gonna shoot up too. And also set that to 100 red balls each. It's even in a tooltip. 174 here, 175, 141. It's probably, this one is a bit high. Yeah, whatever. I think it's good. I'm wondering what happens when those two at the bottom shoot the red bolt. Oh, we got the first red bolts in here at 96.7. How can that be 96? Ah, they probably evaporate on the journey. It's interesting, didn't know that. So probably the longer the way is, the more losses we have on red bolts, as far as I understood it. Okay, let's build the interior here. So we're gonna need that. It's important to have. Then gonna need algae. We're gonna need a storage bin, of course, and also the other what was it called for food supplies? The ration box, exactly. That's that. Then we will need how many watts do we receive from this rocket engine? No power? At least it's not in the description. Some of the other engines also provide a good amount of power. But it seems, yeah, 480 watts for the petroleum engine, but it seems not for the Radbolt engine. In that case we will need a manual generator. I know tubes love that. Then we're gonna go with gold tiles here. And what else do we need? Of course, a battery as well. Let's make that a jumbo battery. And then, so just in case we find something interesting, we should also place a telescope and a research station, I think. Orbital data collector lab. So what else is missing? We have food, we have power. Ah, of course a toilet, as always. Is there something... Is there a toilet, a specific toilet for rockets? I don't even know. Liquid intake. Was that in the furniture? There's the leather bed. Juicer. No, I don't think so. And it's gonna be the regular outhouse. And add some power here. That is okay. So, and here we're gonna bring like, let's say, 1,000 kilograms of plastic. So we can feed the orbital data collection lab. And edible is fine. So collecting. We can check the other rocket as well. Furniture. Leather bed. I think it's actually smarter to leave them 3 tiles in height. Plastic leather. And then we have the outhouse. We have again the manual generator. Where is it? We need the battery. Then we need food. And we need oxygen again. It's gonna be right here. And then the 2 stations. Orbital data collection lab. And the second one was the... What was it? The telescope, I think, yeah. I'm not sure if they can actually enter the rockets. But it looks like, yeah, this one just went through. They can. So what do we have at the bottom here? Because that material will all be heated up. Yeah, maybe at this point we should make some thinking about radiation. What's a good insulation material for radiation actually? Let's check ceramic. Radiation absorption factor 0.65. .75. Check lead, because that should, yeah, 0.85, but this material of course can withstand the heat. So if we just did a little basket of igneous rock down there, and placed some metal tiles from lab actually just below that, or around that. Shouldn't that actually... Yeah, of course we can't build them inside there. Then we need not copper ore. this side is to close. So igneous rock will protect from most of the heat, and the metal tile behind will block the radiation. That's gonna be the plan here. Oh wait, can I lift this tile actually? Circuit overloaded, what happened here? Oh, that's probably because they used the teleporter or the transit tube access, and there's probably multiple of them here. Yeah, it could also be this circuit. It's not clear which one was overloading, I think. Ah, there it is. The bridge overloaded, so then it's gonna be this one. That's a bit odd. And we need probably need more transformers. Maybe you can just destroy this one. We don't need it anyway. Should also fix the problem. New printables also. Okay, we have a lot of hydrogen in the base. That's I forgot, I also did that off the record. I opened this hydrogen vent again because I have a cooling loop very close, as you can see here. That's polluting the environment. Maybe seal that again. That should help in the long term. Oh wait, we can't get, yeah, I have to leave this open for a moment. We will also need to clean up all the little materials there. Can we already check the range? That's already 7 tiles for 1/3 of, yeah, roughly 1/3. So I'm pretty optimistic this will have enough range, but we'll see. We don't need the ladder in them, just in between that. That's gonna be the Radbolt access. Is it? Oh no. Just to make some thinking here. Because eventually we will have a lot of nuclear waste down here from the rocket exhaust, and that produces a good amount of radiation as well, and we could feed that back into the rockets. Something like that. pretty curious actually if we finally have enough range to go here. Ah, I forgot, we need something like a tank or a cargo bay, yeah. Is there the large cargo bay? What's the difference between those? Burden, potential range, engine power, speed. Let's try one with the big and one with the small cargo bay. Haven't actually figured out the mechanics behind that at the moment. Cancel build. I think I didn't do that from steel. Ah, I did actually. Okay. I haven't figured out the mechanics behind the range and the speed of those rockets yet. So we will have to test that out. So this one is supposed to shoot left as well, and 100 left. And yeah, when there's not enough radiation inside this, we should probably not run it. Is there something like a Radbolt detector we can make use of? Sends a green so when Radbolt detected enters the chosen range. That's exactly what I want, but not from that. So we only leave the Radbolt generators running when there's enough Radbolts detected, so they don't consume so much power. There's some old piping left. We can remove those. What's the other solid materials there? Oh, gold, that's very decent. Sedimentary rocks, not what we want. Refined carbon, this one at least reduces duplicate regular, that's pretty much worthless. So what we want here is gold and fullerene. What's the current range? 10 tiles? For half the Radbolts, huh? So I'm hoping for a range of 20 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. That would be enough. Travel there and go back. That would be great. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot we have to clean up all the materials. What's that little symbol in front of this? I don't know what it is showing. Maybe it shows us something under construction or so. So the interior is looking good. Storage bin, food. Also the algae terrarium is working. Yeah, we forgot the storage bin here for plastic. Also we didn't set this one. Seems like we can dig a little further here. Okay, temperature's cooled down. Seems like I digged a little too far. What I actually want is heat transfer on this side at least, because there's no volcano, and yeah, we will make use of that space eventually. So heat transfer up here is fine, just not too much as always. We can set up how many red balls? If we detect, let's say 500, we'll have to change that later on. 500 red balls or more, and then activate the red ball generator. $2,500. What's that? Pool oxygen storage unavailable. What was that again? Is it stores pipe gas into canisters? No, it's the opposite. Empties gas can back into the well. This one. That's over here. Depleted uranium. Oh, he entered from here. Sandstone, okay. Not really what we need. There's already a good amount of oil down here. But it seems I can't keep up with consuming the carbon down here. I think the carbon level is still on the rise. Yeah, later on we will have to place the coal generators plus the petroleum generators in space. That's probably a good solution to circumvent all the piping from gas pumps and so on. Okay. Looks like this basin is already blocking a lot of radiation. Which is exactly what we wanted. I'll check for the pilots. And also I haven't checked for any skills lately. Ellie, there's one open. No, the rest seems to be fine. We want a researcher and a pilot for this mission, so Joshua is fine. And who else wants to be a pilot? Bert, no. Frankie, no. Harold could be one. This guy already has so many skills. Joshua. Mary. Max. Oh. Meep. So I think it's gonna be Meep and Joshua. So for this one we're gonna use Meep. And for the other one it's gonna be Joshua then. There he is. Tiles range now. Let's see if we can see this Radbolt generator shoot. Not quite sure if it can shoot through the other one. Is it 85? Now it's gonna shoot anytime. Yeah, seems it can't shoot through. So it started at 100 Radbolts, but as you can see here, it's already 98 up there. Slow down a bit. Okay, it's goes past there, and once it reaches the rocket, it's at, where is it? 96.8, so there's a loss of 3 to 4%. This solar panel is not operational, of course. It's totally making sense if something is blocking the light. Same goes for solar panels there. Where did I put one up there? Don't remember. Liquid carbon, okay. $21 tons of gold. Nice. Check how much 6 kilograms of grapefruit preserve. That's a good amount. Can you please finish the builds? Check the other rockets as well. And set at 2,000 kilograms of plastic is here. This one has no food yet. Okay. So we are shot before getting this rocket mission started. I'm also curious what happens down here afterwards, but we will see. a sweep around. Oh, they're already using it. Looks like, yeah, a lot of polluted oxygen is inside there already. Interesting. There's a mob there, okay. It's intolerant means. Okay. It seems to be still operating. How did that happen actually? This little tile where it can flow down should actually prevent that from happening, because just little amounts of hot magma will spill over down here and therefore not create a solid tile. That at least was the plan. What can we do now? It's gonna be risky to access this. Rising pressure. It's also not analyzed. Interesting. I'll have to take care of that later. Now I'm curious about the rocket. Okay, cool. 17 tiles. It's almost enough. Is there any research going on? No. We need data banks, I think. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have some soon. 17. Weighted. Oh, that's inside there. So many little things we will have to take care about. But I don't want to be distracted right now. So I'm gonna shoot. I think we can already board the pilot. .360. Unreachable storage module. Let's just place a few more ladder segments then. But I think we're ready. Fueled. Wanna check the range again? 19 tiles, nice. Finally. Okay, so much nuclear fallout gas. It's also dropping down here. Heat overlay. And check radiation. It seems a good amount of radiation has been collected down here. But how much do we actually have? So the detector detects 0? But that's not correct, is it? Maybe it's at the wrong position. So we should build that a little higher there. Maybe that's gonna be the task there. Automation. Oh, I even forgot to hook up the automation there. Who's idle? That's he's in the rocket. Oh, we need to set up that too. Plastic, of course. Yeah, then you have a job. So that makes you. So can they detect red balls now? No. Why not? There's... Oh. That's the wrong sensor, I think. We need a red detector, not... yeah, radiation detector, probably. Exactly. That down here. So, if detected above, and then these could start. Just 7 red balls per cycle, really? Maybe that's also not great. Now we have a huge amount of radiation down here. That sends a signal to this one, but the red ball generator itself is only operating at 75 reds. No. And also I want to place that one level higher. Some slicks are here. Check where the rocket is. Not even halfway. sensor. Still gonna go below it. Automation. Maybe we don't have enough of those canister emptier. So detect above 500, copy settings. So guys, I think this is about it for this episode. I will keep you updated once the rocket has reached the destination and we will finally get our hand on some Fullerene over here. So stay tuned, see you and goodbye.